You walk across the stage as they call your name. After years of hard work, you have finally graduated and are on to the next stage of your life. Instead of having a graduating class of 600 other students, you will instead have a class of 6,000. It has now turned into diplomas for hard workers to diplomas for everyone. Suddenly, the diploma you've worked for so many years to achieve doesn't mean anything. This is what it would be like if our country decided to make college free. When in college, it is very important that you have an agenda for what classes you need to take. It is also crucial that you have enough class hours to have scholarships to be put into effect. With free colleges, you do not have to worry about being on schedule to graduate or even have to pay to take classes you are taking. Today, people must take 12 hours to be considered a full-time student, and each class, depending on the school, costs money to take. If nothing like hours or money matters, then people can just do whatever they want in college and still have a degree. This is not how higher educational systems should be run. Having to pay for college puts pressure on students to graduate on time and have classes taken seriously to receive a good education. If something such as college can be taken less seriously, then the degree you will earn will mean less and less. Studies show that with the addition of free colleges, the average income of students who start their first job have dropped by over $37,000 annually. Furthermore, job availability will become scarcer since anyone can have a college diploma. There have been free colleges that have been put into effect across the nation. The results on the community college have not been results needed for people who want to make college free nationwide. For example, a study was done in Texas, taking away tuition rates from colleges. Within 2 years at a community college, only 46% graduated and 23% graduated who are considered to have a low income. With results like these for state colleges, graduation rates would surely plummet if put into effect to other collegiate schools. The addition of free college would also increase the time of graduation. On average, students receive an undergraduate degree in 6 years. Since there are no prices attached to courses, students can drop classes with ease and retake it the next year. This will delay the graduating process immensely. Studies shown that the addition of free tuition would increase student graduation rates by as many as 3 years. Rather than graduating from college at 24, students would then graduate at 27. Even when a person graduates, they are not guaranteed a job outside of college because more people would have a diploma. After years of working for a degree, a person almost 30 could not have a job to support him or her family. If the government were to make college free, how would the universities have income? Where does all this money come from? Many researchers say that the main source of income would be the residents living in their state would have to pay additional taxes in order to compensate for free education. Researchers have projected the amount of money needed to cover the expenses for universities. They have projected that the annual $5 billion will be invested in the bottom 2,000 schools alone. With the addition of all the other colleges, it will round out to a total of about $750 billion annually. This would mean that states would majorly have to increase their taxes based on the number of schools located in their country, in their state, Countries with few universities, such as New Jersey, would need to increase their taxes by over 2%. If this is in a state with few universities, imagine tax income to states with substantially more colleges. People who believe college can be free in the United States try to model their claims based on Europe's free educational system. Researchers have tested and theorized that if we adopt their free educational system, then our system would collapse. One way Europe can afford free college, they do not have nearly enough residents or colleges to fund compared to the United States. Their tax increases is very similar to ours. However, it all comes down to the amount of people paying for taxes. And the United States have more people by far. Making college free across the United States would be a disaster, and the diploma would not mean nearly as much as it does now. One of the main purposes to go to college is to have more experience in education to have a higher paying job. If college is free, then job wages would decrease for college graduates because there would be so many people having similar education. Paying for college, although it appears expensive, is the better method for people in the long run. Few people have a degree, and it separates people in terms of jobs and education needed. The United States educational system may seem unfair at times, but this system has worked for many years. Also, for people who cannot afford college, there are many opportunities for scholarships and financial aid that will give them an equal chance to attend college. When people go to college, they have to put in the time and effort in order to achieve their overall goal of doing a job they love for the rest of their lives. Taking away tuition would take away the time and effort people put into college, and thus will not be able to achieve the job they want. In the long run, having a free educational system would be harder on our country and citizens, so there is no reason to change it. I want to thank you all for listening to my speech.